How many of you have heard the phrase, man looks at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart? How many of you think that it's about sincerity? And how many of you actually know what the context is? So the context is actually from 1 Samuel, chapter 16, verse 7. So Samuel's been tasked by God to go to the house of Jesse and anoint one of his sons who will be the next king of Israel, because King Saul has disobeyed God and has lost favor with the Lord. Now, when Samuel meets the eldest son, he's like, oh yeah, duh, this is the guy. He's got the stature and demeanor of a king. And so this phrase actually comes from God's rebuttal of the way Samuel's thinking this through. He's saying, no. He looks kingly to you, but I have a higher standard, a better metric for determining who I want as king. I know the character. That's what he means by heart. I know the character of the one who I want to be king. And of course that ends up being David. But if we look at this slightly differently, it's God saying, I have a good reason for commanding you to do something that doesn't make a lot of sense to you, and for telling you not to do the thing that seems good to you. And I think a lot of people actually use this passage to say, this seems good to me, and I'm sincere in doing it. Therefore, who are you to judge the way this looks? We've all probably met that one girl who says that she's a Christian and dresses in extremely revealing clothing and says, oh, well, who are you to say? God knows my heart. Man looks at the outward appearance, but the Lord knows my heart. But that's not the point of the passage. The point is, in context, that it doesn't matter how sincere you are in, thinking that the eldest brother's a good king. It doesn't matter how right the thing seems to you if God has already decided and he has told you differently. How often is the way we conduct our worship based off of what seems good to us? God has a really high standard for his own worship, and if he has given us guidelines or instructions on how worship is supposed to be conducted, it doesn't matter how much you think you feel the Spirit move. It's not a matter of your sincerity. It's a matter of God deciding and having a good reason for instructing us to do things the way that he says to. So yeah, just obey God. He's got a reason for commanding what he has, and we owe him everything,